We got to devolve. We've got the Frostbolt. We'll be fine. Oh, no. On curve or control? Let's go control. I feel like our hand right now is kind of dictating. We don't really want to be fighting on board. Like, we're going to be very reactive here. We can wait. 1 damage coming into face is not a big deal. We'll ping this down slowly, I think. We'll play our Giant Wasp, I think, next turn, basically. Unless... Oh, boy. If you're holding a minion with 5 or more, adapt. And we'll wait. I don't care. That's way too good. Getting rid of a 3 mana fight. Getting rid of a Magma Rager, it's basically too good, I think. Wild Growth, kind of scary. Kind of super scary, to be honest. But we can definitely survive this. Our opponent will be up to 6 next turn. Oh, with a Jade Shuriken. So now the question is, how much do we care? Like, are we going to burn the coin here? And again, I say no. Yeah, like, the Druid of the Swarm is really slowing down our curve. But our hero power has been so effective that even if our opponent does flood like crazy, we can just Volcano. Wow, that's very aggressive. That is very, very aggressive, isn't it? I think I will now Argent Commander. We get rid of the minion. We develop some sort of small, albeit very small board. But... Oh, is Hearthstone very, very quiet, actually? I think it is. Fan of Knives, hero power? It's not the worst play for our opponent. And then next turn we'll have Elemental and then Potion, which is going to be very good. Our opponent's has held some stuff in their hand for a while. There we go. Now we can actually kind of hear the Hearthstone, it looks like. Stormforge Axe, yeah, next turn. And then that'll be nice, actually, with next turn. We can combo on 7. We can go 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6, 7. So we'll be able to overload. Ah, that's too bad. That was a really good top deck by our opponent there. And you know what? Even still, we'll be able to Stormforge and then play this 3-drop instead in hero power. Oh, we definitely would have preferred to have polymorphed whatever's gonna come out of this big taunt. Rogue and Druid, there's definitely gonna be some big taunt minions available. So we'll have to watch out for some of that. And it's a 1/1 as well, so we can push a little bit of face here, can't we? Unfortunately, though, and you know what? No, this is okay, because the Giant Wasp will take care of whatever it is. This is actually going to work out, I think. Oh, change of plans? No. I think we still have to do it this way. And how much do we want to go face? I want to go face a little bit. I just want to let our opponent know that we're here. That'll probably be the only time we go ahead and attack face right now. But I think it's enough just to let our opponent know that, like, yeah, we're here. We still want to win the game. And I mean, we have 6 more damage. Oh, Rathian. Draw one that... to keep drawing cards until one is not a dragon. Oh. Attack, ping. We get another 3 to face. And you know what? We can also Cobalt now, which is going to be nice. Because our opponent's kind of... Opponent's had some very, very slow turns, which is almost worrying right now. But now we're going to have a couple of very, very respectably large minions. And we have another 6, 7, 8, 9 damage from hand. So our opponent's down to 12. Minus 11. So our opponent's at 1. If we draw 1 damage, we might have lethal next turn. If we were to draw a lightning bolt, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, there's lots of ways actually that we can kind of find our lethal here coming up. Even with getting... no, not getting hit with an ultimate infestation. Although our opponent would burn a bunch of cards, which is always good for us. If our opponent wants to burn cards on our behalf. Discover from opponent's class. Okay, that's a Shaman card now, so that could actually be very good AoEs. Which would be unfortunate for us, but, you know, I think we'll survive at the end of the day. Okay, that's 3 plus 4. Plus a swipe? Plus Wrath? There's lots of things that our opponent can do to get rid of this. Wrath to draw. So that still gets our damage. We can actually... Can we find an overload card by any chance? And then that's 6 from hand. We'll do this. And then we'll say go. Just because I feel like, you know, our opponent kind of has been slow playing this. Yeah, if we'd found the lightning bolt, that would have been lethal because this also would have gotten buffed up. The Unbound Elemental would have gotten buffed, which is super cool. Spreading Plague. Saves our opponent 1 turn. Oh, interesting. How does this help us? Do we have a lethal? I feel like there's probably a lethal in here, right? That's... Get out of my way. Yeah, Devolve is always a good lethal. That was a good game. You know what? We were kind of able to push there a little bit. That was a really, really good one. I like that a lot. After a really long grindy game, that was good to actually be able to like push a little, find some lethal for us. 1 drop we missed, but that's okay. We don't really have 1 drops that we play on 1. We only overload ourselves. There's no way I would want to do that now. Happy Hallows End indeed. And you know what? I'll Pyros into that secret. I have no problem with that. Repentance? No repentance. Excellent. It could be get down, and I'm totally okay with that. Accidents do... Oh, that's actually... speaking of... Oh, Getaway Kodo is actually terrifying, isn't it? Because our opponent's hand is going to get buffed like crazy. And you know what? That'll be okay. We will be able to... Yeah. That's really scary. That's really scary to try and fight through some of these cards now, isn't it? We should have attacked and played Jungle Panther. Oh, that would have been such a better play. How do we come out of here now? I think Water Ellie's okay. Because this slows down our opponent for tempo, which is very nice. And then this still trades with the hero power. And we'll be able to Jungle Panther and do that. Or we can honestly, depending on how much pressure our opponent puts on us, we could even Potion of Polymorph hero power with the trade here. Of course, depending on what type of secret this ends up being. Like if it's get down and then our opponent goes face, we're in trouble. But that would be really bad tempo. Like get down and ping this. Oh. Well, to be fair, we can clear the board. The question is, how much do we care about that? Because this is frozen right now for next turn, so I don't need to kill it right now. And there's 2 more cards that are buffed in our opponent's hand. The following turn, on turn 6, we're gonna need to play this, so we're only gonna have 4 mana. So we could Naga Corsair and ping this down, and then we just have to take face damage for whatever. Like whatever our opponent plays now, we have to assume we're taking the face damage. So we'll probably play Naga Corsair into this and then ping this down. And then this is our opponent's secret right here, which, you know, can be okay for us to deal with. There's no doubt about that. It can be okay here. Like we haven't had any ridiculous swing turns yet where I think we've lost, so. Or honestly, depending on what happens as well, we can go Polymorph into Jungle Panther. 3, 4, 5. Blizzard's good. Blizzard I like. Blizzard's going to help us out for later. A lot. No Repentance. No Getaway Kodo. And no Redemption. Very, very good for us. Yeah, this is actually a really, really good result for us. Obviously... Oh... Yeah. It can be Blizzard time eventually, right? Now it's really good we didn't play Potion of Polymorph into that. Get Down would really hurt, though. Wouldn't it?
Let me think.
Yo, Divine Shield is really tough. Okay, so this definitely tells us that this is going to be Noble Sack, but I still think we trade into it, right? Like, it has to get procced at some point. That's fine. Like, how important is 8 mana going to be? I think 8 mana is going to actually be very important next turn. Because that's going to trade very nicely here, trade nicely here, and they can probably just go face here and forget us. Maybe we just go all in on Blizzarding. Is Lightning better? Maybe Lightning is better, because then we can Blizzard and Lightning, as opposed to getting, like, massive minion value. You know what? I feel like this is kind of hedging our bets, in the fact that these two are both not minions that did not get buffed from the early Double Grime Street Outfitter. And I feel like we're close now to fighting through. This is our opponent's last buffed up minion. So, assuming they don't have some other massive, massive win condition, I think we can be okay in this game, because we have the ability to stall out with Blizzard. Light's Justice. This is interesting. People have been picking this lately, huh? We have to hope these are not Divine Favors. That's for sure. That would really, really wreck us right now. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. We don't need this to get buffed, do we? Okay. It's a lot of damage. I think these are both spells, so we could just be dead right now, right? Blizzard is nice, but I think Earth Elemental is better. And then this also sets up for next turn's Blizzard, which is going to be cool. Do we have mana? Yes, we actually have mana for Blizzard. I just realized we overloaded ourselves, and I didn't fully do the math ahead of time. Full disclosure. Surprise, yeah, surprise, surprise. Oh, thank you. So that's just a big Blizzard, and then 7 to face. Actually, 10 to face. Oh, that's pretty good. That's another 10 to face next turn. I would have loved to have had Potion of Polymorph up. Uh-oh. Our opponent's going for some lethalage? Oh, that's terrifying. We have lots of healing, though. Give us lots of healing. Uh-oh. I think we have to do this. And now we can go with the polymorph. I just needed to make sure we got our taunters out, so that we don't just instantly lose to, Oh, if we had kept... Oh, that Frostbolt would have worked wonders. Oh, Pyroblast. That's why we wanted that heal, right? That's why we wanted that this top deck to be a heal, not Unbound. We had a lot of healing in our deck, too, that would have saved us. Oh, that's so tough. That's so tough. Oh, too bad.